Good morning. Hi, Carmen. So I'm gonna go ahead and I know you are hoping to get this house, but I just want to reiterate I don't know, I really don't have control of anything at this in regards to this topic. But I always do exactly what I do every time, which is basically communicate to translate your higher self for you in any given situation. So hey everybody, hey Arlap. So I'm actually, this is a reading for Carmen. I'm doing for her. She's not actually on. Oh really? That's so nice. So I'm gonna do this reading for Carmen, and yeah, we're gonna just go ahead and begin. Okay, so Carmen, first omen that's coming through here for you is the Two of Swords. So these are just background cards here. They carry the least amount of weight in my readings. So what the Two of Swords represents, or what would indicate to me, is that likely you are feeling one thing on the inside, and but you're thinking a whole other thing or portraying something else on the outside. So you might be talking a certain way, but then really inside there's something else that wants to come out or you want to be honest about, but it's probably having a difficult time being able to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and let's read the energy first. Okay. One second. Pull out my notes here. Okay, so you are, with this card, you're vibrating at a level of acceptance, perfectly in line in from your heart and your mind. So you're probably feeling very good, probably feeling competent, wanting to put your abilities to good use, realizing your role in the world, big picture thinking, awaken to possibilities, setting goals and achieving them. You're likely creating changes to your lifestyle, feeling emotional calm. Happiness is no longer out there. Okay, so let me see what the guidance here is. Okay. Okay. So the guidance here is, and I'm going to clarify here, but they took you from acceptance, and this is reading for Carmen, everybody. They took you from acceptance here, which is which is basically a feeling good kind of place here, and you were perfectly in line from within your heart and your mind, but they wanted to take you up here to enlightenment, and they wanted you to spend more time in stillness, in passivity with your heart. Okay, that's usually an indication to me that they want you to, at least in this particular topic, to relax a little bit. Okay, but I'm gonna get more clarity here, of course. So this has everything to do with this house, right? Okay. So what I'm feeling here is I feel like there's something that you're kind of uncomfortable with. I don't know. I don't know if it's your circumstances, but I can hear you basically saying, I can't sit here anymore. I can't sit here. I got to get up. That's what I'm sensing here from you. And although you don't want to tell me or show me, I can hear your emotions that they're wanting to express themselves, and I kind of hear you crying at the same time. So I definitely something that is you're not feeling good here. Let me see, clarify if anything else comes through here. Okay. Oh gosh. All right. So I really feel like spirit, at least in regards to this, I can really feel your desire for this. But it's to the point where I feel like you're almost putting all of your eggs into this basket, and I can see the word must come through here, and so it's kind of like you're not leaving any room for possibilities. So I'm not feeling very good with that one. We're gonna keep going. Hey everybody, this is a reading for Carmen, who asked me to do this reading for her. She's not actually here, believe it or not. I have to send her the link, but I am gonna do a few readings for a few of you once I finish this. Okay. All right, so I have the Four of Cups coming through as well as an omen here. So the Four of Cups is indicative to me that likely your energy is likely a little bit more self-involved. So you're really looking out for number one here, but it might be in excess. Okay. This is somebody who's definitely feeling unsatisfied with their circumstances. Although spirit might be saying, hey, look, it's not that bad. You still have things going on here. They kind of want you to see the glass half full. That's just what I'm guessing. Okay. Let me see as the energy and how it's moving. Okay. All right. And spirit guidance, where are you guiding? Okie dokie. All right. Is this okay? So I can see here, in regards to this topic, you are also vibrating at the level of willingness, okay, which you might feel in power. You feel as though you are might be growing at some point. Again, you're very centered here in the heart and the mind. The guidance, though, showed me that on one level, you're vibrating here at willingness. They actually wanted to take you down to the lower levels here around desire, anger, and fear. What that means for me, and they wanted, what that means for me is that you're likely hurting in regards to a particular desire that carries the vibration of fear for whatever reason, as well as apathy, which is a feeling of hopelessness. So even though you might be seeing this particular possibility, your house, as something that can help and solve issues, Spirit is wanting you to work on a little bit more about on yourself and what's actually happening within you. Because I feel what they're showing me is that you need to be, you're likely not feeling whole. There's something that needs to be healed, which is in direct correlation with a sense of desire, fear, and apathy. I'm going to close my eyes. Whoa, 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 whoa. I feel so. Oh man, feel so bad. All right. So once I started to tune in, I heard I want change. And then it kind of just turned into, I heard, and I don't know if I think this is spirit wanting to say, I'm sorry, but no. And so I'm not going to interpret that, okay? I don't know if that's the answer to your question of whether or not you're going to get the house. I'm not going to assume anything, but that's what I'm feeling. I'm going to keep going, okay? One more card, but this doesn't look good. This does not look good. So I'm reading for Carmen, everybody, and she was really in support of me when I wasn't doing so well in life, and she put in an offer on a house, and she messaged me and was like, "Hey, JP, can you see what's in the cards for me and see if Spirit wants this what they want to say to me about this house situation?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course." And so this is what I'm doing for her this very early morning. So kind of feel bad. She's not on live right now, but she's not gonna like the answer, what I'm seeing. It's all pretty not pretty, if you know what I mean. So hold on. One last card to make sure, but I myself, I kind of feel like I already got the clarity here. Okay, so Ace of Wands is the last thing they want to give you as an omen here, Carmen, which deals with staying positive, knowing that you can. Echo, can you give a back little definition of the Ace of Wands in tarot?
The Ace of Tarot cards represent new beginnings
Echo,
and the
yeah.
initiation of energy in their respective elements. Each ace corresponds to a different aspect. New ideas for swords, new material opportunities for pinnacles, and new emotional experiences for cups. While I don't have specific information about an Ace of Quantum Tarot card,
Echo,
it might be.
I said Ace of Wands.
The Ace of Wands represents creation, invention, and new ventures. It's a symbol of new beginnings, good news, and the spark of inspiration that motivates you to take action. This card is associated with the fire element, representing passion, ambition, and creativity. Are you drawing this card for a specific reading or just exploring its meaning?
Okay. All right, Carmen. So this energy is pretty interesting in what I saw here. So I'm not gonna
Carmen, I don't have any information
echo.
about a Carmen.
Echo. Oh my God. So I'm not gonna go too much into what I just saw, but on some level, I want to tell you that I know you're connected to spirit, even though it may not feel like it, because your energy doesn't touch on the level of enlightenment as much as I'd like to see. So I see you going passive there a little bit and spending more time with your heart, okay, and that sense of pride there. And then I see your energy. Actually, I can't say that because that was through guidance. So spirit wants you to keep positive, basically here, and to keep going. Let me read a little bit about willingness. It's the motivation to be the best you can be. Continue being productive, organized, self-disciplined, showing willpower. Okay. And I'm going to close my eyes, close you out here, Carmen. Okay. So they want you. Is a disappointment for you. I know from what's coming through here, and believe me, because I know how much you want this house. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Because the truth of the matter is, if that's what you want, if this is the house that you want, of course I'm going to be your friend and say, get a girl. You know, how could I want to be? How could I say that you got to listen to spirit more than you want to desire this house? I can't. I'm just here to be a bridge for you. You asked, and so here I am bringing through the message. But if you do consider what spirit is telling you, what they want you to do is your higher self wants you to stay level-headed, because you can stay level-headed, and to question what's next. What's next for me? So take this with a grain of salt. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, right? But then the beautiful part of it is your journey does not end here. So that's for you. Okay, everybody, thank you for waiting patiently. I'm gonna do a few readings for anybody here. Your style is so dope. Oh my gosh, thank you. Never heard that one before. Wow, you guys are so nice. All right. Hey, everybody. All right. So, listen, I know Art Lab, you've been waiting, but I see a whole bunch of new subscribers. I haven't seen anybody's their face here, so I don't know how to choose. Vladimir Putin? I'm not sure if I should. That's not a very. That's an interesting name there. All right, this is how it's gonna go. Whoever types in the number 5 into the chat first will get the free reading. Okay, so go. Okay, it's Vladimir Putin. All right, Vladimir Putin wins. Okay. All right. So here we go, Vladimir. Could you please do a reading for Lala Blue? Is Lala Blue the person I'm reading, or are you wanting me to do a reading for you in regards to Lala Blue? Okay, so I'm actually reading for Lala, right? Who? Not for you. This is for Lala. Maybe she's sitting right next to you. Okay. All right. So does Lala have a question, or just whatever? Whatever comes through for Lala. I'm just gonna pretend Lala is right next to you, and that she's listening. Okay. To me. Does that sound good? Perfect. All right, so I am picking a tarot card here, in which spirit wants to guide me to for Lala. Lala, Pooh, Tinky Winky. Sorry. Uh-oh, Tinky Winky. Okay. All right, for Lala, the Hierophant is coming through as an omen. This carries the least amount of weight in my readings. Me represents conformity within a group, shared belief systems, traditions, commitment, commitment to higher power, could be within a church, work, family values, things of this nature. I'm gonna look at the energy field of Lala here with this Hierophant. Okay, where are you guiding? Where are you guiding? Okay. So what I can see with this Hierophant card is that Lala is vibrating at the level of willingness, which we just talked about in my prior reading, which has to do with growth, rapid growth, success, overcoming inner resistance to life, okay? Being productive, using your time efficiently, being organized, wanting to learn more. But I can see that they are in a very passive mode, healing themselves because of something that may have happened that caused them to go into turtle mode. Okay, I don't know what that has to do with, but they are clearly healing themselves here. And the guidance, what's coming through here, is that spirit is wanting to raise their vibration from willingness to the level of enlightenment. Okay? And that usually is always an indication to me that for whatever reason, they are highly encouraged to relax if there's any reason to stress about anything at all. And to come allow that energy and share it with the mind. Because I can tell whatever this has to do with, Lala likely doesn't want to think about it. Does that make sense? It probably hurts them to have to think about it, if that makes sense. Okay. Ugh. So I'm getting a feeling that they want to exert control over XYZ. I don't know what this has to do with. And there's a strong feeling of like, I have to do it, or this has to get done, or else like the world will implode. And I'm sensing that spirit is wanting them to be like, yo, don't take this too seriously. Like, you got to stop this pattern of yours. Does this make sense? Let's keep going. I'll pull one more card here, okay? One more card for Lala. And then we'll go on to the next. Okay. So, we keep getting this card. Four of Cups. So what this usually deals with, and I mentioned it in the previous reading, is that Lala is likely feeling very dissatisfied with the circumstances, and that she's seeing the glass half empty, basically. And whatever, opportunities or gifts or love that's being offered to them, she may not, or they may not appreciate it because they may not see it as something that they likely necessarily need. So let me see. So I'm going to look at the energy, see how it's moving. Okay, same thing here. Again, they're in a very healing mode and they don't want to deal with things but they're likely, they're still planning to move ahead with trying to be the best they can be, right? Using time management skills, being organized. Where's the guidance? Okay. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is that their passivity with regards to this topic, the fact that they've gone into turtle mode to protect themselves, Spirit is saying, Good. Good job. And if there's anything else that they could add to this, Spirit is saying, if there's a super turtle mode, if there's a super, super hyper turtle mode of healing, then go into that. That's what they're saying. So I'm gonna close my eyes and close La La out here. Okay, so it's very clear what's coming through here. The guidance here for Lala is to reject basically what it is that they're looking at. So in this Four of Cups, this satisfaction, feeling of satisfaction, and seeing the half glass empty is actually the correct thing. Okay? So Spirit says, do not engage. Okay? That's for you. All right. All right. So whoever... Okay, this is... If you want to leave a donation, that's what that would be appreciated too. If you guys are enjoying these readings, is my dog okay? Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Gui, you okay? Oh God, my dog was scaring me. He looked a little bit weird. Okay. You okay? You okay? You good? Are you alright? Okay. Okay. You're fine, right? Okay. You'll be okay. Alright. So whoever types in the number, whoever types in the number 7 into the chat will get the next reading. Yeah, they're okay. Thank you. Okay. Mommy life with Shay. Okay. Can you do one for someone who died? That's a good question. I can try. It's not my specialty, but I can try. Is this for you? What? Dude, my live says that I'm going to be permanently banned within 20 minutes due to community guideline violations. YouTube just sent me a notification that my account will be permanently banned within 20 minutes due to community guideline violations. What did I do? Oh, God, that's so messed up. Jeez. Why do you do that? Why do you choose to do that to people? It's so messed up. But thanks for helping me out. That was nice of you to let me know, because I was freaking out. I was so messed up. Come on. Okay, so is this for you? Because likely, if I'm reading for you and you're wanting me to connect to Naziah Harris, what I think I'll do is I'll still tailor the reading for you, but just know that you, even wanting to connect to them, they're gonna come through this reading, if that makes sense. The reading that I will give for you is still gonna be for you. But please know that the messages will probably be coming from them as well. All of it will be intertwined. Wait, you want to give me a reading for somebody who's deceased? Hey, Art Lab. So I'm trying to read for people I've never read before. Okay, I can't. I don't. Not sure. Okay, I'll do one. Okay, I'll bring through one symbol here for you. Okay, I don't usually. I can bring them through, but I just don't do this often. So I'm not gonna spend too much time, but I will give you a symbol from them from Spirit. Okay. All right. So in this case, okay. Art Lab, I'll do you next. Okay. Just stay here, Art Lab. Don't move. Okay. I'm just gonna do this one. I'll bring this one symbol through here for Mommy Life with Shay. Thanks for your patience. Okay. Mommy Life with Shay. We have the Hierophant coming through once again. So, what this deals with is family traditions, family values, people conforming to shared belief systems. It could deal with commitment, things like this, doing things where everyone feels connected because they all share the same values, traditions, patterns. They all believe in the same thing. They are all committed to the same thing, which makes people feel more connected to each other. Okay. Ooh. Wow. Okay. So, what energy is coming through here is this. That's really weird. Okay. So, they're showing me the spirit I'm reading for. They are vibrating at the level of desire. Okay. Let me see if that is a desire. Yes. It's desire, but which has to deal with wanting a particular thing. However, they have taken an extremely passive mode where they are healing. Okay, I don't know. I can't explain that. I can't interpret it either. It just is what it is. But I'll close my eyes and see what else I feel. Okay. Wow. I know this is gonna sound really cliche. But did you ask if they're okay? Did you ask? Are you asking them if they're okay? As in, or do you have? Are you feeling as though they may not be? Did you ask this? I'm talking to mommy life with Shay. If they're okay or what happened. Okay. So what's coming through is that they are. This is very cliche for and a lot of people are going to be like, "What? Whatever. He made that up." You can believe that or not, whatever. But I always just say what I say, what I see. But they are telling me that they're okay, and everything's under control, and that they're in a balanced place. Is basically what came through. I'll close my eyes one last time here. But I'm not going to spend too much because I don't really read spirits. Okay. All right. So this is either they're telling you something that they're telling you, or they're telling something about themselves. It could be either. It could be either or it could be both. But the symbol that's coming through here is that if there is any reason for anybody to be hard on themselves, to judge themselves, to be mad at themselves, hate oneself, be judgmental to oneself, Spirit is coming here and saying, hey, listen, stop. You need to be easy to yourself. You need to take care of yourself, because I'm seeing my symbol for an indication to me that somebody's being very hard on themselves. Wow, so she died. Oh my God, she's been missing, but nobody has been found. Oh my God, are you serious? Oh my God, they're telling me I'm okay, I'm okay. Oh my God. Wow, this was intense. I'm kind of glad you didn't tell me that she was missing, because that might have interfered. But I need a drink of water after this. You just blew my mind here. That sucks. I'm so sorry. That's why she was. I see a particular symbol, and that symbol is easy, and so that's always my indication that if anybody is feeling judged, if they're wanting to be hard on themselves, then that's my symbol for that. Spirit wants everybody to take care of themselves and to stop, just to be good to yourself. That's basically what came through. Okay, this is a lot. I can't go on. I'm gonna do my last reading for Art Lab. I need a drink of water after this. Listen, mommy life away. If you want to spend more time with me to get a little bit more information from them, consider donating. And then I will give you all the time in the world to ask any question you like. I need a drink of water after that. My mind just got blown. I got all you guys are tricking me with the YouTube notification that your account's gonna be banned in 20 minutes. People telling me to tune in to people that are missing, and that's a lot. Echo, what does the Hierophant signify in tarot?
The Hierophant is the fifth card of the major arcana in tarot, representing a spiritual authority figure who bridges sacred and mundane realms. This card symbolizes tradition, established beliefs, and the transmission of wisdom through structured systems. It often indicates a time to seek guidance from mentors, engage in formal learning, or reflect on how personal values align with broader societal norms.
Just want to. Okay, so Art Lab. So Art Lab has been waiting. So Art Lab, go ahead and just hold the question that you've had, or whatever you want to present to Spirit, and then I'll go ahead and try to tune in, okay?
Sorry, what was that?
You're good.
Were you talking to me?
No, Echo, you can rest. Thank you so much for your services.
You're very welcome, John Patrick. Rest well.
All right. All right. So, let's go. So, I just want to listen, I'm acknowledging everybody here. Sambreen, hi. Divyansha, hi. Obviously, I can't read for everybody all at the same time, right? So, I'm trying to read for people who have been here for so long, or people who I have not read for before, because, you know, I don't think I need to explain. Okay, Art Lab, here we go. Art Lab. I like that name, Art Lab. It's like you're mixing science with art, right? Okay. So we have the Chariot coming through here as an omen for you, Art Lab. What this has to deal with, the Chariot, is somebody who is very disciplined, somebody who can curb their impulses, somebody who might be looking at a particular endeavor with laser focus, and they want to be perfect, and they just have a lot of passion to move forward and to achieve their goals, right? Okay. So I see you there at the level of willingness and acceptance, which basically is telling me that on some level you think you're competent, but mostly you probably think that you still have a lot of work to do, or learning to do, I'm sorry. So let me read a little bit more about acceptance, okay? It's acceptance. Okay. Competency. Wanting to put your abilities to good use. Realization of your role in the world. Big picture thinking. Awaken to possibilities. Healthy lifestyle changes. Emotional calm. Happiness is no longer out there. But you're more focused. You're vibrating more at willingness, which is having the motivation to be the best you can be, exerting time management skills, willpower, productivity, organization, and self-discipline. However, you are in a passive mode here. So you're likely, this is all inspiration, kind of just bottled up. Let me see where you are vibrating. I mean, where's the guidance at, Spirit? Thank you so much. Spirit, thank you. Ooh. Okay. So you're sorry. I get excited sometimes. So your guidance here is actually telling you that you are ready. That you don't need to stay in a passive mode. That you should be thinking more rationally, that you are ready to exploit your natural abilities and your talents, and you're ready to serve from a logical standpoint. So this represents rational thinking. You're at a level of reason, logical reason. And they're wanting you, whatever this has to do with, they're wanting you to take this with you, like far ahead into your future, and they want you to focus on this more on a daily basis. This is something that's important for you, something that you should be focusing more on more often, and take it with you into your future. I close my eyes. So I like this. Whatever this has to do with, your energy is very clean. Very, very clean. There's no like emotional fog there at all. And if whether this is your energy or your higher self talking, but they're wanting you to say, I'm in control and I have everything in control. Do you understand what this is? Let's do one more card. Do you get it? Did you get your answer? Is it clear enough? Do you need me to go on, or is this it? Because I don't always need to go on and pull more cards. As long as people get their clarity. Just think of this, you know those pendulums that people depend on to get answers? Just think of this as a more expanded system of what the pendulum does. Okay? Yes, I have control over my actions. Okay. Oh, okay. So do you need me to go on? Do you need more clarity? I can go on if you don't have it yet. Just let me know when I need to stop. Actually, I want to know, when will the transformation period Oh, oh. Did you hear what I said earlier? That's what's interesting. Is because you're looking out for the ending of a transformation period, right? And so what is popping out of me, what I just saw is, remember I told you I saw you in a passive mode, basically getting ready to do some good work. What did I say? Spirit is telling you, you are already ready. It just seems to me you're not putting as much thought into it or action. I'm continuing. I'm gonna pull one more card. We're continuing with the reading. All right. So, Nine of Swords is coming through, which is likely telling me that, look at the card. Sleepless nights, anxiety, excess worry, feeling like things are going wrong, things are not going well. And where are you guiding? Okay. So this is a whole different energy than what I was picking up the first card, right? So with this one, this one is showing me that you're vibrating at a level of peace, which is indicative to me, and you're in a passive mode here as well. So whatever idea that has brought you to this passive mode and that has brought you some sense of peace, that's okay. Okay? But the guidance here was wanting to bring you from a level of peace, which is very, very high, but also non-active, right? Because when we're at peace, we're like, okay, we're good. We don't need anything from here, right? But in this case, they want you to lower yourself to the level of acceptance, which basically is telling me that you need to prepare yourself to want to put your abilities to good use. It may not be right now, so I'm going to close my eyes. Okay, so I can tell that there's a general wanting for more, right? This is a desire of yours. You're wanting to go into a particular direction. But why is it that when I feel this desire of yours, there's something within me that's almost hurting? Why? They're showing me mistake. What is that? What is this mistake? They're showing me something about a mistake here. And that you're healing from this. Does this make sense? What is this mistake? And I keep seeing the word justice here. So the need to take accountability, to right or wrong, to balance the scales. Is this where you're taking me with this reading? Are we... Will you get justice? Let's see. So, the Emperor is coming through, which deals with structure, control, power, could deal with law. Echo, can you give us a definition of the the Empress. So sorry. The Empress, which deals with...
The Empress is the third major arcana card in tarot, representing the divine feminine and fertility. She embodies creativity, nurturing, and abundance, often associated with motherhood, pregnancy, and the birth of new ideas. The Empress is linked to Venus, symbolizing love, beauty, and harmonious relationships. She encourages self-love, compassion, and connecting with your inner strength through softness.
I think there's healing that spirit is spirit, and I don't think I can do much here for you, but at the most, what spirit wants you to take away from this is I feel like you need to do healing for yourself with regards to what you just asked about. For whatever reason, when I looked at this Empress card, you were vibrating at a level of joy. And joy is basically the reason why we came to Earth for. It's to realize oneself, one's abilities, talents, and to share it with others, and to mirror for others, and to find others as a mirror as well. And so you are vibrating at this level of joy, however, you're in a passive mode, so you're not giving out much. And when I asked Spirit what the guidance here was for you here, is they asked me to tell you that you need to spend more time in stillness and with your heart. And then when I closed my eyes, I can feel an emotion from you. Basically, you were basically crying to me. I don't know why you were crying, but there's a release that I feel that is important for you in regards to this question that when you said, will I get justice? And the last thing I'm seeing, they're showing me, is that you should just focus on the money aspect part of things. That's what who the Empress is. She's growth, but she's more of the growth in relationships, growth in feeding one's creativity that connects you with your soul. This could deal with being in nature, or even eating a really good plate of food, or even having sex. It's what brings your senses to its highest, so that you get to feel more connected in your body. And this is unorganized creative flow. Okay. Okay. All right, y'all. So I gotta take a break, but I'm really appreciate you guys being here and being open to what I do. I'm not really thirsty for subscribers. I'm really doing this. Listen, nobody does anything for I feel like there's truly no selfless act, okay? I'm doing this for myself because this is what keeps me healthy. It keeps me away from, temptation, from doing things that are not healthy for me. But this is not my livelihood. This is just a part of my life that keeps me healthy, keeps me connected, and keeps me wanting to go on. I have to pay my bills, so my job, what pays the bills, comes first. So at least I'm here. I get to meet you all, and if you guys want to connect with me more on a personal level, my email is always there. If you want me to get signs for you, nudges from, your Holy Spirit, the Holy Spirit, my contact information is there. Okay, I'm gonna go, you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye. Hope it helped.